simultaneously as you prepare for your career in sports, I want you to think about your career in life.
My freshman year, we had a big team meeting before we started saying they finished all these papers together. And one of the seniors, Hank Cole, looked at me and said, "Hey, you signed that big piece of paper yet?" I'm like, "Yeah." Congratulations. They own you for 5 years. If you think about that, you're on their dime. All right? They're investing time and a lot of money in you. So one of my favorite coaches was Tony Dunn, and it makes perfect sense. There's not a lot of rules in football. Know what you have to do and be on time. Be on time. Know what you have to do. All right? They're going to lay it out for you. You're going to have your schedule. You may not like the hours, but they're going to lay it out for you. Okay? So now, let's say August is over. You got to sign up for classes. Okay? You're going to have 8 o'clock. You're going to have 8 o'clock classes. Right? After a game, after a Saturday game, we'll meet. We'll work out, we'll look on Sunday, we'll meet Monday morning at 6 a.m. before your 8 o'clock class to watch the game film. Then you go to your 8 o'clock class. All right? You have classes all the way through lunch till about 2 o'clock. All right? You got to practice. Oh, you got study hall hours too. You got to get study hall hours in. You got to get 10, we have what, 10 hours? 10 hours a week. 10 hours a week of study hall. Okay? When you go to class, it's not like teachers here where they tell you what you have to do. They give you a piece of paper. It's your syllabus. It tells you what is going to be covered every time you show up in class. It tells you when the tests are going to be done in class. It tells you everything you need to know to take for that class. So when you show up and there's a quiz and you had no idea, whose fault is it? Not teachers. Your fault. It's your fault. If you have enough of those your faults, they're going to just take this scholarship, give it to somebody else that cares, and you're out the door. Everything is mapped out for you. That's the beautiful thing about this sport. Going to college, everything is mapped out, but you got to have the attitude.
It's something we held very sincere and very dear, because I almost felt like everybody else was like my little brothers that I want to take care of. And if they're doing the wrong thing, I was going to make sure that they were doing the right thing. I took it upon myself for that. That's a hard thing because you have to man up on it. And that's hard because for so long you're like, man, I want to, it's all each other, I want to take care of each other, whatever. At some point in time, especially something like that, you're the leader. All the eyes are looking on you. If you're allowing that to happen, man, it's just bad stuff. Because that's your reputation. You're allowing that. That's you. So how do you address that? How do you handle a difficult situation? I'm probably more along the lines, I'm going to have a serious conversation. I was a big guy back then, I dropped a little bit of weight. I'm going to have a serious conversation with you. And if it needs to get intimidating, it'll get intimidating. Because like I said, that's our team. I'm not going to let you destroy what we built in through this. Through some kind of NCAA violation or something else, or whatever that happened. That's not going to happen. You're not going to mark everything that we built up for this. Okay? That's my 2 cents.
It's who are you when no one's looking? That's the person you are. Because it's easy to perform on Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays. When the lights come on, that's easy. That's always easy to do. We can go play flag football right now. If 30 girls come out there, we all want to play. Straight up. But it's when you sit at home on Monday and you got a test on Tuesday. You got a test on Friday. You're going to put the time in to study. Or when you know it's, when you're in college, when you know we got a big game, the person you got to go against, that's the person we know who's dependent on you. Are you going to put the time in when no one's looking to be that person when the world's looking? That's what I tell you. The next thing I say is, when you leave high school, have a plan.
We saw it our freshman year. We came in at that time with one of the best recruiting classes in Tech history at that time. And by the time I was a redshirt, junior, sophomore, most of them were gone. Because they were getting wasted, getting smacked, showing up in practice intoxicated. You have to use your free time wisely. And I'm talking about showing up to winter workouts, lifting, and you know they done because they walk in and be like, man, what we got today? Because they're already trying to get their mind through it. So again, if you're not, and again, I'm not trying to scare you, we're trying to give you the information academically and socially what's going to be like.
But our day started, my day started at about 5:50 to 6 a.m. with a guy in Big E, Scorpio. I know you probably a lot of the Hampton area, Antoine Womack. He woke us up yelling off the balcony at 6 o'clock in the morning. And coming as a freshman in college and hearing this guy just yelling first thing in the morning, we gotta go to practice. You get over to the facility, you gotta get tape, You're on the field rolling at the earliest, about like 8 something. You gotta get breakfast in, of course you gotta have a meeting, and we rolling. You get off the field, you go eat lunch, you got an injury, you go see the trainer. No point to go back to the hotel, you might as well sleep right in front of your locker, because next thing you know, you're back upstairs and meet. You go from the nice AC, and you back down, and UVA is in the mountains, so there's no telling what weather you get down there. It could be raining in the morning, 2 minutes before you come out of practice, come out the locker for practice, it's like, what, 105 maybe? Like 105. So we back on the field at second practice. Right after the second practice, you back in the training table eating. After that, you right back in the meeting. So our day will start at 6. I will get back to my room until about like 9 at night. And that's every day. And remember, we didn't move in our dorm yet. So for all my fellas, you don't see no ladies, you don't see no girls for about a month. It's just us together. Now you can go to the locker room, get practice, go to practice, and y'all get to go home, play your flip top. None of that. It's just us. We bond. All that energy, all that, everything's packed up, all built up. No, that's all you see. You see me when you wake up, you see me when you go to sleep. And that's why we get, a little heightened when you want to fight each other, because you've been on this field, you've just seen the same guy for a month. Okay, no going home. Yeah, you get homesick, you call home, but even calling home, what's it going to do? You can't go home. And I know nobody here is a quitter, so, if it's something that you really want to do it to the fullest. Like everybody said, do 100%, because once you sign that letter, you belong to them. I know my scholarship, going UVA, when I got the paper signed, it was for a little bit over $100,000. But the kicker was, each semester, they have to decide whether they want to re-sign your scholarship for you to come back and play for them. So just like Vic alluded to, if you want to act crazy in that city or that town, no, they're going to sweep you right out quick. Because just like they said, they got other players they want to bring in. It's kids all over the world that want to come and get in your position. Okay? But yeah, the schedule is hectic. So if you think you can deal with that, 6 in the morning to 9, 9:30 at night. But if you want to get an edge, sometimes 10 at night, because you got to watch film on your own. No more coach. We're going to watch this together. You got to do it on your own. Go on your room. Each position got their room. You start watching film yourself.